Hi there and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Melinda. I'm a part-time reseller on the app called Poshmark, and today I'm going to be doing a what sold video, and I will be going over my sales for the month of May. Since June is already practically over, I'm a little bit overdue for this video, but better late than never. So for the month of May, I had a pretty good sales month. I sold a total of 36 items. I'm gonna be going over a few more numbers at the very end of the video, so make sure to stay tuned for that. Let's see what I sold for the month of May. So I'm gonna kick it off with this J brand leather jacket. This is called the J brand Aya leather jacket. It was so buttery soft, and I loved that it was a bright hot pink. It was very much fit for Barbie. I found this one at Crossroads, and I was so excited because of the color and just the quality of the jacket was really good. This jacket sold for $200. I sat on it for about a year, but it was definitely worth the wait, and I couldn't help myself. I had to try it on since it was my size, and here are a few pictures from me wearing the jacket. I had a really fun time modeling this one. And then for sale number 2, I'm gonna be talking about this tee. This one is by Wild Fox. It is the Viva La Bedtime Tee. It sold for $20, and this was a retail arbitrage find that I got from Nordstrom Rack. I bought this one so long ago, and if you can believe it, I had it listed for 2.5 years. This was kind of towards the beginning of my reselling journey, and I sourced a lot of things at Nordstrom Rack, things that I was really excited about. Things like Wild Box, which at the time was selling well, but not so much anymore. Since then, I've become a lot more picky with what I source from Nordstrom Rack. So this one was definitely a learning experience. I probably profited only a couple of dollars on this one. So goodbye to this tee and never again. Moving on to my third sale, it was this Johnny Was embroidered dress. I sold this one for $40, and this was something that I found at Goodwill. I had it for 2 months before it sold. My next sale was very exciting. It was this Adidas rose print tracksuit. And it was really nice because I found not only the top, but the bottom. So I had the jacket and the pants, which made a full set. And sets are definitely more valuable together than they are separate. So I found this one at Crossroads, and I listed it for 1 week before it sold. So it was a pretty fast sale. I sold this one for $250, and this one was actually a full price sale. It looks like she or the buyer found this one from a Google search because it was indeed a guest buyer, and the fact that it was also full price led me to believe that this was their first time shopping on the app, that they found this one while they were searching. And they came across my listing and created an account to buy this jacket. So I am so happy about this sale. It's one of my favorite pieces. I love Adidas, and I love their like rarer novelty pieces, which this was. All right, moving on to my next sale. It was these pants by Jill Sonder. So these orange cropped pants sold for $80. And I found them at Goodwill, and they sold after being listed for 3 months. My next sale was this Goddess Fern cardigan. It sold for $40, and this was something that I found at a thrift store in Dallas whenever I was visiting. I had this one for so long. I wasn't really familiar with this brand with Goddess, but when I looked it up, it seemed like it had good comps, and maybe this particular piece just wasn't what people were looking for, because this was listed for 2.5 years. So I was incredibly excited to get an offer and to send it on to a new home. My next sale was this dress by Alexis. This was an over-the-shoulder ruffle dress. I love Alexis so much. This particular piece was a little bit more simple. The special feature was definitely the sleeves. They were really dramatic with lots of ruffles. This dress sold for $50 and I got it from Goodwill. I had it for 5 months before it sold. My next sale is a stunning piece. It is this needle and thread rose embroidered bomber jacket. This piece actually went to an Instagram friend, Shelly. She bought this one for $150. This piece I picked up from Wasteland whenever I was visiting in LA, and I was so excited because I love needle and thread. I didn't know they made bomber jackets. I'm more familiar with their dresses. They make stunning cocktail dresses, evening gowns that all have this beautiful embroidery and beading on it. And so when I saw the bomber, it definitely looked so much like something they would make. This piece sold in 3 weeks, and I actually wore it to go to a sale here in Houston. So here's a picture of me wearing it. Had it not sold for a good price, I probably would have just kept it. So I am glad that it sold when it did, and it's on to a new home where it will be loved. This next sale was something that was also very exciting. This is another one of my favorite brands to sell, and also one of my personal favorite brands. It was this Misa kimono sleeve midi dress. It sold for $200, which was such a great price for this dress. I don't think there were very many listed at the time whenever I was trying to sell it, so that definitely helped. I got this one from Buffalo Exchange, and it sold in 1 day. So I actually had this one priced at $225, and so she offered $200, which wasn't very far off. I could have held on a little bit longer since it was only listed for 1 day, but since it was such a great offer, I went ahead and just let her have it for $200. You can't really beat that quick of a sale. My next sale was this Mage Daisy print dress. Mage is also one of my favorite brands. I have a lot of favorite brands in here, so this is one of them. I sold this dress for $75. I thrifted it from Goodwill, and it took 4 months to sell. I actually picked up another dress in the same style, just different print, at the same time that I found that one. So that one is still in my closet. I think it has some interest on it, but I'm still waiting for that sale. Hopefully it'll sell soon, since people are starting to wear dresses more. Okay, my next sale was this Wild Fox Flamingo tee. It sold for $17. I purchased it from Crossroads, and it was new with tags. It sat for 1 year, and again, this was earlier in my reselling career whenever I would get really excited about Wild Fox. So I picked this one up, and I probably also only made a few dollars. So we live, we learn, and I'm probably gonna be more selective with Wild Fox from here on out. And then my next sale, it was this Reformation Nadia dress. It sold for $45, and I got this one from Crossroads. It was listed for a good long while. It was listed for 2.5 years before selling. This was another learning experience for me. I got really excited because I saw it was Reformation, but I don't think the style was quite there. It had like this open shoulder / cutout shoulder detail, which I don't think is quite as popular as it once was. And maybe people just didn't like the print. I'm not sure, but for whatever reason, this style just didn't seem to do really great. But my next sale kind of contrasts this. So my next sale was also a Reformation dress. This is the Reformation Wilder dress. This one, I saw it and I just thought it would do really well because it had like a square neckline. I believe it had puff shoulders. The coloring was black. It was something neutral, but yet it was really pretty and feminine. So I ended up looking it up and it had good comps. It sold for $105. This was another piece that I picked up at a buy-sell trade store. This particular one was from Buffalo Exchange. I almost said Crossroads, but Buffalo Exchange. And this one sold after 2 months. So I was very happy about that sale. Then my next sale was this Frank and Eileen striped linen top. This one sold for $90 and it was actually a full price sale. I was really excited and also really surprised because I think I had sent out quite a few offers on this one with no bites. So whenever this full price sale came through, I was really ecstatic that none of those other people had taken my previous lower offers. This top I sourced from Goodwill and I had it for 6 months listed on Poshmark before it sold. My next sale is this Parker dress. It is a very long maxi dress. It's called the Luna maxi dress. I am way more picky with Parker these days than I used to be. Parker is a very good brand. The dresses often retail for like $300 or $400, but for whatever reason, I just don't think Parker sells that well, like typically. And such was the case with this particular dress. I sourced this one online a long time ago. I had it listed for a year, but I probably had it in my possession for another like 6 months or a year before I listed it. It was very discounted, as in you could find it on websites discounted for a long time. And so I didn't want to compete with those discounted amounts because then I couldn't sell mine for as much. And then also, I'm trying to think of why it took me so long to get this one listed. Also, this one was like super long. I wasn't sure if anyone would be wanting it because of the length. I'm pretty sure they would have to get it hemmed. Anyways, this one sold for $90. I think I just about broke even on this sale. So again, this was another learning experience for me, so that's okay. My next sale was this crop top set. It was the top and the skirt, and both were included. So of course, whenever I find a set, a complete set, I'm very excited. And not only was it a set, but it's one of my favorite brands, Emont and Nandita, and this is the Aroha set. This set was actually still selling on the website. It was on sale, but just barely. So I got an offer for $185, which was great. I think I had it priced around like $225 or so. So it wasn't that far off from what I was wanting. I got this one from Buffalo Exchange and I had it for 3 months before selling it. I just had a feeling it would do well because of like the puff sleeves, the tropical pattern, and the fact that it was a set. It seemed like the perfect vacation or beachy kind of outfit. Then my next sale was this H&M eyelet embroidered dress. This sold for $70. I got it from Buffalo Exchange and it sold in 3 months. I don't pick up a lot of H&M, but anytime I find fun H&M like this one, I make sure I look it up because sometimes they can be blogger favorites, which means people are looking for them. They tend to resell a little bit more, and a lot of different bloggers and influencers wore it. So you can find a lot of like modeled pictures, styled pictures worn by these various bloggers, which is always nice. So such was the case with this particular one. So I'm very happy that I looked it up. If I didn't end up reselling this one, the original intention for this dress was to use it for personal styling. I also do personal styling outside of reselling, meaning that I have clients which I will go out and pick different pieces for and curate a set based on their sizes, their aesthetic, and what they're looking for. That's something I do on the side of Poshmark. So I thought I would just mention that because every now and then I'll talk about personal styling and people just want to know more. So this would have been something that I would have picked up for personal styling. Okay, another sale. Ooh, it was a bundle sale. So this was a 2-piece bundle, and the first piece included was this cabbie sleuth blazer. I don't pick up a lot of cabbie, but this was new tag cabbie, and then also I just liked the style and the fit on this blazer. When I looked it up, it had good comps, so I decided to take it home. Then the second piece in this set was this adorable tunic dress. It was by the brand Luce, and it featured this woodland theme with these adorable creatures on it. Both of these items I had for about 3 months before selling, and the bundle sold for $106, and it went to another Instagram friend, Christina. So thank you so much for your purchase, Christina. I hope that you love both of these items. All right, on to my next sale, a very exciting sale. So this was by far my best sale for the month of May, and then probably just one of my all-time favorite sales. It was this Camila dress. It's called the Tourmaline dress. I looked for this dress, like the stock photo and the name, forever, and I could not find it. But Camila is an Australian brand that does these beautiful boho styles. They're beautiful prints and usually silk. Oftentimes they have these jewels like Swarovski crystals incorporated into the dress, so they're stunning, stunning pieces. And Camila actually has quite a cult following, so I joined a Camila Facebook group and asked if anyone knew this dress, and of course they did. They identified it for me as the Tourmaline dress, and it's an older Camila piece. So I tried to sell it in the group, but no one was interested. It had sold in the past for what I was asking. So I was asking, I think around like 500 or 600, and it had sold for about that range. And so that's what I listed it for on Poshmark. I think I listed it for $500. And then I waited and I waited, and it sold for $375. I was so excited because this dress was stunning. It was so beautiful. It also had the crystals in the dress. I actually wore this one and modeled it, and here's a picture of me wearing it. It was the most fun photo shoot because this dress just had, it was such a big voluminous dress, and so it was so epic for twirling and throwing up. The fabric was just beautiful. And I sourced this one from Crossroads. I waited a long time for this sale. I waited 2.5 years for this to sell. And I had a few offers here and there, maybe like offers for $100 or so. They were just really low. And since I knew the value of this dress, I just waited. And so I'm super happy that I got $375 for this sale. And I got a really nice love note too. She really loved the dress, so that made me extra happy. Okay, next we have this Zara jacket. This is a Zara pink tweed jacket. When I saw this one at Buffalo Exchange, I just love the color and the tweed. It reminded me of Chanel, and so whenever I looked it up, it was a vlogger favorite. And this one was also new with tags, which made it extra exciting. I sold this one for $140, which I was so pleased about. That is such a great price for selling Zara. I only had this one listed for 1.5 weeks before it sold. But I think the fact that it was a blogger favorite and it was also pink, which is trending right now, helped get that sale out the door. Then my next sale was this Tory Burch floral dress. This is called the Wild Pansy dress. It was so cute. It had these little like dainty florals all over it, and then like this smocking along the neckline. You could wear it off the shoulder or on the shoulder, and it was just really, really cute. I sold this one for $60. I got this one from also a buy sell trade store, actually from Plato's Closet, and it sold after being listed for about 4.5 months. Okay, another learning experience. It was this Graylin fern kimono. Graylin is sometimes sold at Anthropologie, but not always. I don't think this particular piece was sold at Anthropologie, but this one only sold for $15. I picked it up from Plato's Closet, and I held onto it for 2.5 years before selling. As you can see, I'm pretty stubborn when it comes to hanging on to my items. I hang on to them for a while before I donate them or send them to ThredUp. So I guess my patience paid off. Well, not really paid off because I only made a few dollars, but it paid off in the sense that it went to a good home and they're enjoying it. So that was something. Okay, my next sale was this Kate Spade Saturday shift dress. So this one I got from Plato's Closet, and it was new with tags. It didn't get very many offers. I'm not sure why, because I thought the like colorful design was really fun, but I guess others didn't think so. I sold this one for $30 and I had it for 3 years. She sent over actually a higher offer, maybe for like $50 or so. But whenever I was packaging it up, I noticed it had a few small stains. And I tried a little bit to get them out, but they didn't come out. And since it was new with tags, I wasn't too aggressive with trying to treat the stains. And so I offered it to her for a lower price, for a discounted price of $30, and she was okay with that. So I'm happy that she got to enjoy it. I can't remember if I said where it was from, but it was from Plato's Closet. Then my next sale was this Millie sequin turtleneck. It sold for $100, and I actually purchased this one on Poshmark in a bundle. I think it was a bundle of like 4 items or so. And this Millie sequin turtleneck was also new with tags. I had it for 3 months before it sold. Next, I sold this Kate Spade tote bag. This is called the Extra Spicy Hot Sauce bag. I love these kind of novelty bags by Kate Spade. Some of them can go for a lot because they're like collector's items, and people who are really passionate about Kate Spade are actively looking for them, so they can be quite valuable. This particular one was actually pretty saturated on Poshmark, so it didn't do as well as I liked, but I did sell it for $109. I found it at Crossroads whenever I was in LA, and I had it listed for about a year before it finally sold. My next sale was this Patagonia men's nano puff vest. I don't pick up a lot of men's items. I just really like selling women's items, but I know that these puff vest do well. And then the fact that it was brown, and brown is like a trending color right now, made me want to get it. This one I got from Buffalo Exchange. It sold in one day for $85. The lady who purchased it was so nice, and she was trying to get it as a gift for her husband. So I took her offer for $85, and I hope her husband loves it. My next sale was this Harley Davidson leather tie crop top. It was a piece that I got from Goodwill. It sold for $50, and I had it listed for 1 month. These like crop tops or like corset style tops are doing really well right now. So I was really excited whenever I found it at Goodwill. On to my next sale. It is a brand that I was hoping to find this year, and this is actually my second time to find it. It is the brand Selkie, and this was the Sally pullover. Selkie is known for their dresses. They make these really adorable puff sleeve like mini dresses. So if you find one of those, it's your lucky day because they have excellent resale value. They're very popular and sought after. I was a little bummed that I didn't find a dress, but it still sold really well. I think because it was like a cream neutral color, and cream right now and neutrals are having a moment. They're doing really well. This particular piece sold for $130. I sourced this one from Buffalo Exchange, and I only had it for about a day whenever it sold. So yay. I think this person had been looking for this style, and so she was really excited to find it, which also made me really happy. This next brand I may not be able to pronounce, but I think it is Chiara Ferragni. This is the flirting sweatshirt. She does a lot of this like eye design where it's like winking. I love this sweatshirt. It was a little bit cropped, and I almost kept it for myself, but I said no. This one sold for $50, and I got it from Crossroads. I had it listed for about 7 months before it sold. Okay, on to my next sale. It was this BCBG Max Azria Eliza maxi dress. I'm pretty picky with BCBG, Max Azria, and BCBG. I'm not sure why it doesn't have the best resale value, because it retails, or it can retail for a lot, and I think they make really beautiful things, but they just don't always perform well in terms of reselling. I have heard, however, that their gowns and their longer styles do well, and so whenever I looked up comps on this one had good comps. It sold for $70 after being listed for 3 weeks, and I actually thrifted this one from Goodwill. Another sale for the month of May was this Anthropologie top. Anthro is another piece that I try to be picky with because it can be very saturated on Poshmark. This particular Anthro piece was by the sub-brand Seen, Worn, Kept. This was called the Ula blouse, and I personally love Seen, Worn, Kept. They make really cute like boho styles. I have, I think, one of their dresses myself, and this blouse was, let's see, it was a full price sale. So it sold for $70, and I thrifted it from Goodwill and had it listed for 3 weeks before it sold. My next sale was these A Goldie jeans. These are the Jamie high-rise jeans, which are a pretty popular style for A Goldie. I don't really like to source jeans because I hate listing them. I know a lot of people really enjoy selling like denim and jeans, but I just don't. And so I actually bought these for myself. They didn't fit me, so I decided to resell them. They sold for $95 and they sold in 4 days, so really quick turnaround time. And I got these from a buy-sell trade store. I got them from Buffalo Exchange. This next dress was by ASOS. It was this Bordeaux floral mini dress. I don't pick up ASOS, but this dress was so pretty and it had such a full skirt. I had it listed for forever. I had it listed for 2.5 years. So long. I got this one from a thrift store, from Goodwill. I sent out so many offers on it and nothing. So I think eventually I got an offer on this one and it was for $20. So I just let her have it because it needed to go on to a new home. So I'm very happy that it's with someone else at this point. My next sale was this Anthropologie Akemi and Kin Tiger Pullover. It was so cute. I got this one from Crossroads and I thought it would do really well because it's like a loungy style, but also really cute. I had it for so long. I had it for 2.5 years and I sent out so many offers on it, but nothing. Eventually, I did get this offer for $50, so I was very happy about that. And I can't remember if I said where I sourced it from, but I sourced it from Crossroads. Then my last sale of the month was this Anthropologie Farm Rio off-the-shoulder dress. I got this one from Goodwill, had it for such a long time. Again, I had it for 1.5 years. Farm Rio generally does pretty well, but maybe just not this style, like the off-the-shoulder style and it being white. I'm not really sure. I do know that their wrap dresses do a lot better, so anytime I find one of their wrap dresses, I get really excited. But still, this one was very inexpensive since I got it from Goodwill, so I picked it up. I'm glad I got to add it to my closet, but I'm happy to see it go. I only sold it for $20, so not very much profit, but that's okay. And that wraps up my list of sales. So for the month of May, like I said earlier, I had a total of 36 items that I sold. My gross sales was $3,282. After I subtract Poshmark fees, shipping discounts, and like cost of goods, my net sales or my profit for the month was $1,685.05. My average sales price was really good, probably because I had those higher sales. So my average sales price for this month was $91.16. But because I had those really high sales, like I had the J brand jacket that sold and the Camila dress, that really skewed the data. So that kind of carried it a little bit higher than what it typically would be. I decided to also take a look at the median. The median, I think, is a more accurate representation in this case, just because there were some outliers. My median was $75, so that's kind of closer to what my average sales price was for the month. My lowest sale was that Graylin kimono for $15, and then my highest sale was the Camila dress for $375. And that's it. That's what sold for the month of May. I would love to hear how you guys did. Hopefully y'all had a great sales month as well. And then as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I so appreciate it, and hopefully I'll see you guys next time. Okay, bye you guys.